Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're zeroing in on something really practical for anyone involved in the share market.
Yeah, and it's straight from Miss Mansi's trading tip number 6. It's quite insightful.
It really is. She puts it very plainly. In share market, if you are in for wealth creation, your strategy and decisions will be different than when you're trading for a living. Do not mix the two. There can be contrasting decision, and that is right.
Okay, that's the core idea. Simple, but profound, actually.
Absolutely. Let's
Yeah.
dig into that because, you know, have you ever felt like your results in the market just aren't quite what you hoped for?
Happens to a lot of people.
Well, Ms. Mansi suggests maybe, just maybe, it's because your strategy doesn't quite match what you're actually trying to achieve,
Hmm.
your main goal.
Exactly. I mean, fundamentally, people jump into the market for, well, usually one of two big reasons, right?
Right.
Either building up wealth, long-term picture, or trying to generate income, like, more immediately, maybe for a living.
And the way you go about those two things,
Yeah.
they're just worlds apart, aren't they?
Completely different playbooks.
So imagine someone, let's say, saving for retirement decades down the line. What's their priority?
Well, steady growth, probably. They want things to compound over time. They're likely looking at maybe diverse investments, ETFs, mutual funds, that sort of thing.
And they'd probably hold on to them, right?
Right.
Even if the market gets a bit bumpy short term.
Oh, for sure. For them, a right decision might be to just ignore a temporary dip or even buy a bit more when prices are lower. That classic dollar cost averaging idea.
Yeah, investing a set amount regularly. They're playing the long game.
Definitely.
Okay, now flip that. Think about someone who's actively trading to, pay the bills.
Totally different mindset. Their right decisions could look, well, almost opposite sometimes.
Also,
They might be glued to screens, watching minute-by-minute changes, using things like technical charts, patterns, trying to catch those short-term price swings.
in and out quickly, much faster pace.
Much faster. And this is where Miss Mancy's point about contrasting decision, and that is right, really hits home.
Right, because both approaches can be perfectly logical.
If they align with the goal. That's the crucial bit. The danger zone is when you start blurring those
Oh,
lines.
absolutely. Can you imagine trying to day trade, like frantically buying and selling, but using your long-term nest egg?
Ooh, the stress alone. And the risk, a few bad trades could seriously derail that long-term wealth creation plan.
Yeah, devastating. And the other way around too, right? Trying to make a living by just buying and holding some slow-growing dividend stocks.
You'd likely get pretty frustrated, wouldn't you? The income probably wouldn't enough, or certainly not quick enough. It just doesn't fit the objective.
So it really boils down to aligning what you do with what you want. Actions match intentions.
Precisely. If it's wealth over decades, your choices, how long you hold, it all reflects that patient approach.
But if you need cash flow now from the market,
Then you're probably looking at a more active strategy, maybe higher risk, definitely requires different skills, more attention.
okay, so for you listening right now, this is kind of the central question Miss Mansi implicitly asks, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you crystal clear on your number one reason for being in the share market? Is it truly about building wealth over time? Or is it about generating income right now, maybe trading for a living?
Because knowing that helps clarify everything else. The strategies, the decisions, they flow from that primary goal.
And it's okay if they look completely different from someone else's right decisions.
Exactly. That's the core of her tips. The understanding that distinction is, well, it can be a real game changer. It leads to focus.
More focused effort, maybe less confusion, potentially better outcomes, whichever path you choose.
Mhm.
So that's really the essence of Miss Mansi's trading tip number 6, this fundamental split. Investing for wealth versus trading for income.
And how that single difference should really guide every move you make. One goal's wrong move might be perfect for the other.
Definitely something to chew on.
So, maybe here's a final thought to take away. Really consider your own main financial aim with stocks. Take a quiet moment. Are the things you're actually doing, the stocks you pick, how often you trade, your reactions to market moves, are they truly lining up with that big picture goal?
Or perhaps, could thinking about this distinction, maybe shifting your approach a bit, actually serve you better?
Hmm.
Something to reflect on.